Do you see stuff that proves your anxiety or OCD beyond a shadow of a doubt all around you? We're going to talk all about it. Stay tuned. That's what's up next. Hi, my name is Natasha Daniels. I'm a therapist and I make videos for people with anxiety or OCD. And I want to talk to you about how the brain has a superpower, and that is anxiety and OCD can get us to see exactly what it wants us to see to increase our anxiety or OCD. We're going to talk all about that. But before I get started, don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell so you get notified. I make new videos every Thursday. Okay, so what am I talking about? Well, when we are looking for something, it doesn't have to be anxiety or OCD related, but I'm going to talk about that today. Our brain will tune in. Do an experiment. After you watch this video, or the next time you're out on the street somewhere, wherever you live, say to yourself, I'm going to look for a green car, or I'm going to look for a person in a green t-shirt. And before you know it, you're going to say, that was freaky, Natasha. It was like there were so many green cars all of a sudden. Have you ever been wanting to buy something and all of a sudden you're seeing all these other people have it? That's because when we highlight that in our brain prioritizes that and says, they want to see more of this. I'm going to let them see more of this. So how does that play out with anxiety or OCD? Well, kind of in the same way. And I'll show you with different types of anxiety and OCD themes because we all have different issues that we're dealing with, but the framework is the same. So I have social anxiety, and my social anxiety will make me see rejection in everything. And so I will see a whisper, a glance, a rude comment. I will see a person not responding to me. Now I've improved a lot, so I'm not seeing this as much, but my brain wants to highlight that. My brain wants to say, Psh, you see them whispering? Aren't they looking at you? And so it's not that they aren't looking at me. It's that my brain will show me that it's disproportionately happening. It will overgeneralize and it will make me think that the whole world is staring at me, when in reality, it's just hyper tuning into all those people that are staring at me, because people do stare. If I was afraid of the dark and I thought there was someone hiding in my closet, I might see bodies and shapes in the dark that look like a person. Because my anxiety is saying, see, what is that mysterious thing in the back of your closet? Doesn't it look like someone huddled? Or when I'm half asleep, I might see someone in the corner and I turn my light on and it's just a pile of my clothes. Because the brain is searching and looking to validate, to prove that it is correct. Look, I'm not paranoid. The world is not safe. This is happening all around you. Those people do not like you. There's dangerous people in your closet. And I'm going to prove to you by highlighting it all the time. And so what happens is it seems to us that our world is a lot less safe than it actually is. This can happen with OCD too. It'll point out all the dirty contamination, or all the things that are uneven, or all the bad things and bad thoughts that you're doing and that people are saying about you. Your themes are all different, so it's hard to give general examples, but you get my point. My point is your OCD will, every time there's something out there in the real world that adds to its lies, it's going to highlight that. And because it's doing that and it's searching, and anxiety is searching for validation, for proof, for evidence, it will find it. And it will give you a false sense that anxiety and OCD might have a point, and it doesn't. I'll give you a concrete example before I go. I go walking in the desert every day now. It's getting cooler in Phoenix, and so I really enjoy walking. In the past, before my husband died, I would be totally afraid to go on the path by myself. I'd be afraid that someone's gonna attack me. I'd be afraid of the rattlesnakes that are truly out there. I'd be afraid of all sorts of stuff. And I'm trying to lean into my fears because I'm independent now and I'm trying to evolve. And I'm walking on the path, and I am concerned about rattlesnakes. It doesn't help that we get an email from our homeowners association that says, hey, watch out for the rattlesnakes. It's rattlesnake season. Watch out for the babies. That doesn't help me, right? So my anxiety is like, look, there's proof. Are there rattlesnakes out there? Absolutely. Are they every corner, every footstep? No. And I'm on a path. I'm not like walking in the desert. I'm on a path where I can clearly see in front of me. But as I'm walking, I am kind of behind the scenes. I'm scanning for rattlesnakes. Am I enjoying my walk? Well, in the beginning I wasn't, because I was so consumed with scanning my environment, making sure my environment was safe, that the joy of being in the moment and the joy of enjoying the walk was completely gone. Anxiety was hijacking my walk and making it an unsafe walk that I survived when I didn't encounter a rattlesnake. Now, does that mean I'll never encounter a rattlesnake? No. But as I'm walking, this happened to me actually 3 times before I realized what was happening. I'm walking and I see a rattlesnake out of the corner of my eye, and my heart stops and my heart starts to pound and I break out in a sweat, and I look again and it's just a stick. And it's a stick that looks actually very convincingly like a rattlesnake. This happened to me 3 times before I stopped, looked at the stick, and realized, okay, Natasha, every time you walk past here, it's not a rattlesnake, it's a stick. But because that lie or that hypervigilance is running in the background, I'm not even aware of it. I'm walking and I'm thinking I'm enjoying my walk, and I'm so heightened and my brain is so nervous and scanning the environment that it is spotting things that even aren't the thing that I'm afraid of, but even look kind of like the thing I'm afraid of. And so what do we do with that? Well, I had to let go of my fear and say, you know what? Every time that fear pops up in my head or I see something, I'm going to accept it. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to move on. And so when I start my walk, I say there may or may not be rattlesnakes. This path is clear. I can see my path as I walk. And if I see something that is concerning, that's when I'm going to be worrying about it. I'm going to try to not scan. Now, it's an imperfect thing because we don't control our brain, but what we can control is what we do with the evidence that our brain collects. So a lot of times kids would kind of argue with me in my therapy sessions and say, my anxiety or OCD is keeping me safe because it shows me all the things out there that are exactly what I'm worried about. And that will be different for each one of you. So I'm not going to give you an example. And so you might say, I have all this evidence that says, I dodged a bullet today. I dodged a bullet yesterday because I followed all of my anxiety rules or all my OCD rules and compulsions, and it's keeping me safe. Well, if you have an anxiety disorder, or if you have OCD, which is a disorder, it's not keeping you safe. It's keeping you in fear. And when you're kept in fear, your world seems scary. And when your world seems scary, you don't enjoy the moments. You don't enjoy those walks. You don't enjoy your friends. You don't enjoy school. You don't enjoy work. You don't enjoy life. And we don't want that. So we want to look at that evidence and realize that it is inaccurate data. It is over-exaggerated, over-generalized. And we can't always do anything about the data collecting. Our brains will automatically collect the data and present it. See? I'm right. I'm keeping you safe. No, you're not. You're just collecting data and you're making me live in fear. And I'm just going to choose to not live in fear. I'm going to choose to live my life, do the things that I love, and I'm going to choose to be. So I hope that helps you a little bit. It has helped me with my walks to just enjoy my walks more, to recognize what anxiety is showing up so that I can do something about it. So once I recognize my brain is collecting data, my brain is trying to ruin my walks, I can accept that, and then I can ignore that noise and focus on the sun. And I hope you can do the same. I hope that you find the sparkle in everything you do. I'll talk to you again next Thursday. Take care.